What's up gamers, Suzuran here, and this is Gacha or Skip. Today's video is about the updated version of Starter Headhunting banner, which is open to any new doctors who registered after October 24 update. So if you want to then I welcome you to play Arknights, and it's never too late to join the game, because most operators are well balanced and quite useful despite the game is over 4 years old. Hence, for the new players like you must gacha this banner. So why should new players gacha this banner first? Number 1. You are guaranteed to get at least a 6-star operator and a 5-star operator within the first 11 pulls out of 21. Number 2. The gacha cost is 380 orange instead of the usual 600, which means you will use a total of 7,980 orange instead of the usual 12,600. And number 3. Most operators featured in this banner will give you a good head start in this story mode, unless you can try your luck in either standard headhunting banner or current headhunting banner. In this video, I will explain these featured 6-star operators in terms of their archetype, promotion priority, skill explanation, strength and weakness, and other operators who can synergize with them. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Thorns is a Lord God, and the example of other Lord Gods are Ice Cup, Frosty, and Midnight. A long-range melee operator, he can fend off enemies even from the sky. Ranking the priority of promotion, I would say 6 out of 10 for E1 promotion and 9 out of 10 for E2 promotion. Skill wise, his attack up Gamma is just an ordinary attack buff based skill when activated. His second skill Protective Spikes is a defensive skill and he could not attack when skill active, and instead he reflects attacks from enemies. Mostly you can keep using his skill 1 until you promote him to E2, where his Distastra is one of the most effective skills in Arknights. Thorns is extremely useful when you promote him to E2, that way he can recover his HP when he is not being attacked after 2 seconds. Also, about promoting him to E1, he deals arm damage for each attack landed. However, you cannot see his full potential until you promote him to E2. Operator combo wise, buff supporters are effective to buff his attack and heal him. Any types of defenders are essential as well to provide extra defense in front of him, particularly the guardians who can block and heal at the same time. Mountain is a fighter god, and the example of other brawlers are Bee Hunter, Flint, and Jackie. A short range melee operator, he attacks enemies with quick attack intervals, resulting in high DPS. Ranking the priority of promotion, I would say 9 out of 10 for E1 and 7 out of 10 for E2 promotion. Skill wise, his left hook is activated automatically and he can hit one additional target despite as a one-man operator. His second skill, Sweeping Stance, is rather the defensive skill, which provides a high chance of survivability as he can heal himself while brawling, and he can block 2 enemies like Thorns. For now, if you get him, you will have an easier time to breach through main story stages even at E1. Unless, if you're aiming for crowd control DPS based skill 3, which is the Earth Shattering Smash, you can E2 heal as well. You can deploy Mountain as early as possible as you only need 11 DP maximum to do so. Also, despite his attack stat is decent, his short attack time makes him one of the gods with high DPS. At E1, you can see him dealing enemies with crits. The only disadvantage I observe from him is he will be easily overwhelmed by a large wave of enemies. Operator combo wise, he will need at least a defender behind him in case there's an enemy bypassing him as he is attacking another. Snipers and casters are helpful in case he needs to fend off a handful of enemies as well. Archetto is a marksman sniper, and the example of other marksmen are Cruz, Jessica, and Blue Poison. A range operator with short attack interval time, air targets like drones are her priority. Plus, she can attack multiple targets simultaneously unlike most other marksmen. Ranking the priority of promotion, I would say 6 out of 10 for both E1 and E2 promotions. Skill wise, her dispersing arrows are activated automatically and she attacks up to 4 enemies. Her second skill, Pursuing Arrows, enables her to reset her attacks while ricocheting her attacks for other enemies outside her attacking range. For Archetto promoted to E1, you can switch between her first and second skill depending on the stages. Her skill 3, Thundering Arrows, works like the skill 1, except this skill has a duration and all enemies suffer the same damage. Archetto is useful against enemies with low defense but not against high defense enemies. All of her skills are multi-targeted against enemies, so she can clear a small wave of enemies in a small time. She gains the shield as well at E2. Operator combo wise, you need decent binders to assist her against waves of enemies, so she can hit multiple targets effectively. Both 5-star hexers are another type of supporters that synergize well with Archetto, as their main job is to debuff enemies by reducing the defense stat of the enemies. Flametail is a pioneer vanguard, and the example of other pioneers are Kiawe, Scavenger, and Courier. A melee operator with the ability of providing extra development points, she has the capability of evading attacks while dealing great damage. Ranking the priority of promotion, I would say 8 out of 10 for E1 and 7 out of 10 for E2 promotion. Skill wise, her quick intuition provides extra DP gradually, and she will blow 3 enemies instead of 2. And that's one reason why she has the ability to survive in the early stage. Her second skill, Pioneer Silencers, is a crowd control skill as she stuns enemies upon skill activation. That's why I gave her a priority when it comes to promotion to E1. Her skill 3, Flame Heart, is the upgrade version of skill 1, provides extra attack buff and both physical and arts dodge as well. In short, with her skill 3, she is nearly invisible. Flametail is very useful when you deploy her either first or second when the stage starts. She provides early cover as her survivability is strong. Plus, Flametail converts her dodge into more powerful strikes. But it is advisable that you don't need to invest much on her unless your doctor level reaches between 70 to 120 max. She's a Vanguard after all. Operator combo wise, you need other Vanguards to cover and that's it. This because Vanguards are useful in early stage of the game, but they can be swapped out easily in mid or late stage of the game. Suzuran is a diesel binder, and the other examples of this kind of supporters are Earth Spirit, Orchid, and Istina. A range operator with arts damage, Suzuran slows the movement of the enemies afar. Ranking the priority of promotion, I would say 8 out of 10 for E1 and 7 out of 10 for E2 promotion. Skill wise, her first skill means she will do her best, like she attacks at a slightly shorter attack time interval. Her second skill, Childhood Frolic, enables her to attack multiple enemies, and this skill stays on once activated. For Suzuran promoted to E1, you can switch between her first and second skill, and please consider about her placement in the stage. Her skill 3, Foxfire Haze, is another strong skill. While stopping her from attacking, she slows down all enemies within expanded attack area. Suzuran is our light. Not only she slows down enemies, but she deals a decent amount of damage as well. She provides an additional SP for herself and other supporters as well if you bring up another one. But Suzuran is just a supporter, not a DPS operator after all. Operator combo wise, snipers and casters are essential as most of them cannot decrease the movement speed of enemies. But depending on the map placement, Suzuran can be a huge boost to her squad mates instead. Weedy is a push stroker specialist, sharing the same branch with Shaw, F-Beater, and Enforcer. A specialist operator who can be placed on either range or melee tiles, she pushes enemies away from her, either creating more attack opportunities for the team or simply leaves them into the hole. Ranking the priority of promotion, I would say 4 out of 10 for both E1 and E2 promotions. Skill wise, her barrel bursts are automatically triggered and she pushes and stuns enemies at the same time. Her second skill, Hydraulics mode, has unlimited duration, and she can push enemies who are further away from her. Skill 3 wise, her liquid nitrogen cannon deals R damage as well, and her reserve water cannon will do the same too when skill active. Weedy is best placed on stages with host or clips, for example, main story stage 2.7. She has the reserve water cannon which provides an extra place to fail enemies. However, she is easily replaced by pushes with lower rarity like Shaw because her DP cost is higher. Operator combo wise, there's many ways possible, but diesel binders are the most effective one, especially Angelina because she will reduce enemies' weight when skill active, giving Weedy an easier time to push the enemies away. To summarize the whole video, these operators will give you a good head start, but it's okay if you don't get what you wanted. We still have 5-star and 4-star alternatives. While you're making your progress in the main story, you will unlock new operators that will make your life easier. And Gacha is not the only way you can obtain new operators. Well, whoever you get from this newbie Headhunting banner, keep in mind that other operators are also good, although 6-star operators are superior. Arknights is by far one of the most balanced Gacha game I played so far, as operators who debuted few years ago can still shine as bright as those released weeks ago. So if you like to own the operators who were released back when Arknights went online, check out the Colonel Headhunting banner. Before I go, for random doctors, please correct me by commenting down below. I hope you doctors like you enjoyed this kind of video and enjoy the game as well. I'll see you in the next video and peace out.